Are you a beginner in the hunter call of the wild and looking for some tips to improve your game? Well, you've come to the right place. Picture yourself in an expansive, open-world wilderness, the thrill of the hunt coursing through your veins. This isn't just any game, this is the Hunter, Call of the Wild, an immersive hunting experience that tests your patience, precision, and passion for the great outdoors. So, without further ado, let's dive into our top 10 beginner tips for the Hunter, Call of the Wild. Starting off with tip number 1, use callers to lure animals. Employing callers to mimic the sounds of different prey can be a game changer, drawing your targets closer and setting you up for a perfect shot. Moving on to the second tip, hunts can be fun with friends. Why hunt alone when you can share the thrill with your mates? Coordinating your strategies and sharing the excitement adds a whole new dimension to the game. Next up, tip 3, check out the Revontuli coast. This picturesque location isn't just for sightseeing, it's teeming with diverse wildlife, making it a hunter's paradise. Now, on to tip number 4, scents can enhance the hunting sessions. Using the right scent can mask your presence and attract your quarry, significantly upping your hunting game. And finally, tip 5, try hunting different types of creatures. Each animal requires a unique approach, keeping the game fresh and challenging. Now that we've covered the first half of our tips, let's move on to the next 5. Continuing with tip number 6, use ATVs to move around. Navigating the vast terrains of the game can be a bit of a stroll, but not when you have an ATV under your seat. It's a speed demon that can take you from point A to B in no time. Moving on to tip number 7, pitch tents to take shelter. Tents aren't just about catching 40 winks, they're your portable hunting lodge. Deploy them strategically to save time and energy. Next we have tip number 8, complete missions on each reserve. Missions aren't just there for the story, they're your ticket to gaining XP and improving your skills. Now tip number 9, use appropriate guns for getting a higher score. It's not just about pulling the trigger, it's about doing it right. Different guns have different impacts, so choose wisely. Lastly, tip number 10, set up tripod stands across the map. These are your high ground advantage points, offering better visibility and shooting angles. And that concludes our top 10 beginner tips for the Hunter, Call of the Wild. Now let's quickly recap what we've learned today. We've discussed using callers to attract animals, how hunting can be more enjoyable with friends, and the allure of the Revontuli coast. We've also covered the use of scents to improve hunting sessions, hunting different creatures, utilizing ATVs for movement, setting up tents for shelter, completing missions on each reserve, choosing the right guns for higher scores, and setting up tripod stands across the map. And there you have it, folks. With these tips in your arsenal, you'll be a pro hunter in no time. Happy hunting, and remember, the wild is calling.